Okay, aloha everybody. Yay, thanks for turning on your camera. Aloha. Oh, and baby. So happy end of BOGO week. I hope you guys all had a really great BOGO week. It's been a long time since we've had a team call, and I am excited to get started again. I want to be honest with you guys always, and I just wasn't feeling like the team calls were being really effective at the end of 2020, and it might have just been the year and everything, whatever it was, it just wasn't feeling in alignment. And so we took a break from it, but I've missed this. I miss seeing you guys. I miss connecting every week. I think the other thing that was feeling like it wasn't working was the time. It wasn't working for my ohana. I think for a lot of you guys, it was too late too. I know for our guys over on the continent, it was too late. During, I don't know if it's daylight savings or it's the time, whichever one, where it's more hours different. It was really hard. So adjusting to this new time. So this is going to be our new time going forward, 7 p.m. My thought initially with that 8:30 was that it'd be after the kids were in bed, but yeah, 2020, the kids didn't really go to bed on time ever. So it ended up being, it just pushed them staying up later. I don't know if that's the case for you guys. So I'm hoping that 7 p.m. is going to be a better flow for many of us, and I'm so open to your guys' feedback. The other thing I want to be really honest about is I wasn't ready to start tonight. And I want that to be something that I share with you guys, because there's a lot of times in this business where I have not felt ready to do something and have still just done it because it had to be done. And that's a big part of how we've gotten to where we are. So I usually love to have slides done, and I wanted to make sure to announce enough in time that, everyone knew about this and that we're starting back up. And it's been a couple weeks that each week, right, Karina, I'm like, okay, we're gonna start. And then I'm like, shoot, I didn't announce it enough in time, so we can't do it because it's already Monday again, and we'll just push it back another week.
You work out.
Thanks, you guys. So I don't feel ready tonight, but I'm here, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys, and to see you guys, and to share with you guys. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming up in the next couple months. So I think it's really valuable for us to get together on the weekly and just connect. These calls are going to be different than they have been in the last year. I know some of you guys are brand new, so you might be like, I don't even know what the calls used to be like. But what I really want to be doing now is to be featuring more of our up and coming leaders, to be talking and featuring certain builders that have something that's going on that's working. I want to be sharing with all of you guys, and not just my talking head every week that you guys get sick of hearing from me. So we have so much incredible things that are happening on our team right now. And so I want you guys to all be learning from each other, from everyone in our community. So we're going to be doing that. But tonight, there's actually, oh, and the other thing about team calls, if you are brand new, is that we're pretty strict on this half-hour thing, because we want to honor all of your guys' time. So it's going to be 7 to 7:30. So some of you guys have another call to hop onto, or maybe you block off time to do some of your own work in your business from 7:30 to 8, whatever that may look like for you. This is going to be a half-an-hour call. So
on the computer,
the idea with that is that we get in here and get stuff done, and everybody can get on with their night. But that we have this time to check in, because everybody can carve out a half an hour, right? So tonight, though, is going to really be, a lot of times we'll be doing product education as well as business education.
I know, come get it.
Tonight, there's a lot of announcements of things coming up, and I want to make sure that everybody knows about them, that if you guys have any questions, that you get to ask them. So that's going to be tonight. And again, I don't have slides, but we're here. So you might want to have a pen or a pencil, or even better, an erasable pen, and a paper, so you can take some notes, because there's really, really exciting stuff coming. There are a lot of also really great celebrations and achievements to be had, but we're gonna do that next week because the month's not over yet, and I think there's still a lot of magic to be made. But there's a lot of exciting things and a lot of you guys doing some incredible things, and so I'm super excited to share about that next week. But tonight, the first super exciting thing, I am like over the moon excited about this. You guys, there's going to be a new enrollment kit. How many of you guys know about the new enrollment kit, the aromatherapy kit? Oh my gosh, it's amazing, right, Karina? I saw Karina. You can totally unmute yourself, you guys. This is like a casual kind of thing, but there is a new kit. It's the aromatherapy kit. It comes with, oh, it's not going to reach. My La Luz, my favorite diffuser right now is the La Luz diffuser. Well, I can unplug it and show you guys if you don't know. This diffuser, still smoking, is glass, and it's like small. Yeah, it's the size of your hand. It's a really nice, compact, and sort of more higher end looking diffuser because it has that outer cover, right? This part is like a frosted white glass. So some of you guys might be used to the Petal or the Lumo. The Lumo is like an upgrade, right? It has that wooden birch base, but this diffuser is so beautiful and so classy. The light can either be like white or a purple. And it's just an incredible diffuser. And so you haven't been able to get it until this month. It's available in the diffuser bundle, but otherwise it was only available in 2 of the wellness kits as like an add-on item. And so people weren't able to just purchase this diffuser. So if you want to get one right now, you can just get one. It comes with, I forget if it's the one with the, does anyone know? Is it the On Guard Breathe?
Wild orange
peppermint. So it comes with the wild orange peppermint bundle, but you could also wait until the 1st of April. So the aromatherapy kit, and I'll put this in the chat, is launching April 1st. It'll be an enrollment kit as well as being a kit that you can purchase. It's going to be $149. Here, let me drop this in here. Oops. It's going to launch on the 1st. It's going to be the La Luz diffuser and then 10 5 ml oils that are incredible for diffusing. So single oils, peppermint, wild orange. Blends are Balance, Breathe, Serenity, On Guard, Cheer, and Adaptive in 5 mils. You can't even get Adaptive 5 mil right now. And then, this is the best part. Citrus Bloom and Northern Escape. Oh my gosh. Like, the 2 best blends ever. And that's gonna be the only way people can get them. And they smell incredible. Like for people who like floral, Citrus Bloom. If people like woodsy, Northern Escape. I'm obsessed with both of them. I've never tried them together. That sounds kind of weird, but both of those are like my 2 top favorite in the diffuser because you don't have to, like, I love making diffuser blends, like, but sometimes I'm just that lazy that I'm like, I would like to just open 1 bottle and like just put some oils in a diffuser and not be like some of this and some of that, right? Sometimes. And so those are all just amazing oils to diffuse. And when you start looking at what's going on in the market right now with essential oils, people are starting to get that they don't want the cheap stuff, right? And so they're looking for like higher end oils. They don't actually understand medicinal grade oils. They don't really understand yet that there is more than just being high quality, that there's actually a level of being able to ingest them and to use them for their health. But they're starting to be aware that, okay, I want to use natural scents, right? I want to use diffusers. So you'll see some of these like brands where it's like a subscription box with a diffuser and some essential oils. So people are aware that they want to have higher quality essential oils in their home. So something like this, where an aromatherapy is a lot less intimidating for a lot of people. Do you want your house to smell nice with natural smells? And they're like, oh yeah, okay, right? And it's at a price point that is really easy for people. $149, you get 10 oils, and they're incredible oils, right? And then they do actually get some that are really, I mean, obviously you're not using citrus bloom and northern escape for cuts and fevers and all that kind of stuff, right? They would still obviously be beneficial, but that's not what you're gonna be using. But you have the Breathe, you have the Peppermint, Wild Orange, On Guard in there, that they're gonna be able to start experimenting with those things. So already start thinking, you guys, how you're going to market this new kit, because where's your stats gonna be? What are your talking points gonna be? If you don't already do this, like I was saying when we were talking story before we really started, I have all the BOGO oils on my desk because I need to be opening them every day and using them if I'm going to talk about them, right? So whatever of these oils you have, gather them up, put them, I've got my little box here. These are all my, well, the rest are on my desk, but my BOGO oils right here in this little container on my desk so that I can be using them so that you can, like, I know you know Serenity, but you know it different when it's, you're opening it and smelling it every day and using it, right? So start using these oils more so that you can talk about them authentically. Because this kit is going to be incredible. Like, I'm buying it. Like, April 1st, I'm buying that kit. Like, it's like so good. So I'm really, really excited. I think this will be a big game changer, especially if you are not super confident about talking about the oils in a like health benefit way, in like a quick short enrollment. It's easy to talk to people about aromatherapy and to get them in, and then getting them to a class, then getting them to learn more about how the other ways they can use what they've already purchased. Whereas when you're talking about people using oils for health, right, we're doing a lot of sampling first and a lot of educating up front before we can make the sale, where this is something you can just sell. Like, there's not a lot of explanation that needs to be had with it. And it's beautiful. I wish I had a photo for you guys. The only photo I have of it is like small and really fuzzy. And so there's just no point, but it's so pretty. And there should be stuff up in the digital marketing kit pretty soon. So any questions about the Aroma Essentials kit?
So does that
For
mean
those
that
of you guys who are linked in with somebody doing Diamond Club, I hope all of you guys are. Both Karina and Leo Nunny are doing Diamond Club. So if somebody enrolls with that kit, they will also get Citrus Bliss, which is also amazing in the diffuser. So, okay.
That's the same thing as the
Couple new
respiratory
programs
kit?
too. So we have our wellness programs, right? So we're launching 2 new wellness programs on April 1st as well. So these are going to be the sleep wellness program and the respiratory wellness program. So same as they've been with the other ones, they're $75 and they're 60 PV, which makes it predictable for your customers, right? They know how much they're going to be spending. You know how much PV it's going to be if you need to add anything else onto that. But it's going to walk them through 3 months of addressing that health concern, right? So the sleep wellness program month 1 kit is, I'm going to drop it in the chat because I know you guys are going to ask, is 15 mils of cedarwood and serenity, which is perfect because I know a lot of you guys are doing studies. This goes really amazing if you have people who are doing the sleep study. They're not yet, it's a thing with the system that isn't allowing you to enroll with a wellness program because it's an LRP item. We won't get into that right now, but it's just not possible. It'll be really, really good when people can enroll with a wellness kit. They just can't yet, but they are working on that. They're looking at summertime for that. But this is the sleep kit. So for those of you guys who do studies, you know, right, we do cedarwood, we do serenity. It's also going to come with Calmer Touch, which is from the kids line. Serenity soft gels, which are also in the study. Unscented mini bath salts that they can scent themselves. And then a gratitude journal, because each of the wellness programs comes with something that's different, right, outside of products that helps them. Like my favorite is the deep blue exercise ball, is like so great. There's all kinds of little goodies that you get through the wellness program. So that's the sleep program. And that's just the month 1. And then the other one is the respiratory wellness program, which I'm excited about this because I think that a lot of people actually deal with regular respiratory issues. And so this is super, oops. Oh, you don't need the last line. It's the same price. So this is the respiratory wellness program, and it contains Breathe and Lime and Cardamom, which are all really great for respiratory. We talked about this on our live that we did with Karina and Jenna and Malia and I on the Breathe day of BOGOs. But lime and cardamom are both really, really great to supplement with Breathe. And then it comes with Breathe drops and peppermint beadlets and a handheld diffuser. So these wellness programs are available to anybody who already has an account. These are on loyalty rewards only. So I know there's a ton of people who enrolled this month with BOGOs. The next step for them could be to join one of these wellness programs. So it's a really easy next step for people. So we already have the On Guard one. We have the Relief one, which is for pain management. And then we have the stress one. And then these two are going to launch next month. So if you have brand new people and they got started with the BOGO, which a lot of people did last week, right? And then they're like, and then you're trying to talk to them about LRP and they're like, what steps next? You can actually offer them these 5 different tracks of what area of their health they want to focus on and up level. And then you can help them just get on one of these tracks. And then if they are doing Diamond Club, sorry, not if they are doing Diamond Club, if they signed up through Diamond Club with a Diamond Club code, yes, they got the free Citrus Bliss with their enrollment, but when they do their 100 PV order, their second month, they actually get a 25 PV credit. So a $25 credit basically when they place a 100 PV order. So you can help them choose where they want to focus on their respiratory health, their sleep, their stress, physical pain, or immunity, and then just get them on this track, one of the tracks, and they can add up to 3 additional items, and it just unlocks it for them. They can choose what they want, and you can help them get that to be 100 PV orders so they get the $25 credit. And that's also your great opportunity to teach them about the product of the month that'll be announced in the first, whatever that may be, but it serves all of you. They are going to get that credit when they do their 100 PV LRP order. If you are going for Founders Club, you want them to do that 100 PV order because you get founder points for that. If you are a Diamond Clubber like Leonani or Karina, you want them to get that 100 PV order because they also get Diamond Club points for that. So it's beneficial for everybody, right? So utilize these wellness programs to help talk about LRP and the benefits of it, because you can really only get these wellness programs through the LRP program. Sarah said, is the 5 ml adaptive going to be available to purchase? I don't know. I doubt it. It's kind of one of those things that it's like in that kit, but I doubt they're going to be selling a 5 ml adaptive. A lot of, not really the, there's no real oils that they sell in like 2 different versions of sizes. Most of the 5 mils are in a 5 mil because they're that expensive that if they made it in a 15, it'd be inaccessible for a lot of people. So I can't think of any that they sell in both sizes except for like special things like Holiday Joy. They released the 5 mils, and that was just this year. It used to just be like the free thing. So like we have a 5 mil adaptive from last year Leadership, I believe. And I love it because it's like a great one to take for traveling. So it'll be nice to stock up. Like I love 5 mils because they're just lighter in your bag, right? If you're carrying a whole bunch of oils, a whole bunch of 5 mils is a lot lighter than a whole bunch of 15. So yeah, I don't think they will. And what is it? Adaptive is about 30, 35 PV or so. So it would be like a $10. They probably wouldn't. It wouldn't really. Okay. So when they told us that Citrus Bloom wasn't going to be available, now that is going to be available in the aromatherapy kit. So that's cool. So Citrus Bloom is going to be back, the products, the consumable products. So the oil won't be available for sale individually again, but there's going to be a Mother's Day collection this spring. So we don't have a hard date. I'm guessing it's going to be sometime during April. My best guess would be April 16th, but don't write that down as like a hard and fast for sure date, but they said spring, and it's the Mother's Day collection. And so it is going to be the Citrus Bloom hand wash with a dispenser, the foaming hand wash, the body wash, the lotion, and the deodorant. So as a whole set, I love the deodorant too, Leo. I just opened a new one today. I was like, oh, I've been saving it. So now I know I can get more. I'm like, okay, let's bust it out. So here are the details in the chat. But yeah, all they're saying is spring, but it is the Mother's Day one. So I don't think they're going to wait till May to launch it, but they probably will wait until after the 15th of April. And the reason they do that, I want you guys to understand, is so that to help encourage sales for you. Like, it's a marketing strategy, right? So that that your people aren't holding their orders, that people are getting that they're getting their product of the month for free, their 125 PV orders for the 15th. They also, the reason they offer that product of the month for free is to also encourage sales for you earlier in the month, so that you can start planning your rank and your structure and your power of 3 and all of that. So after the 15th, if they're going to launch something like BOGOs or a new item or something, it's going to be after the 15th. They don't want to, anyway. So that's my best guess, is April 16th, 17th, 18th, right around there is probably when that'll launch. And then you can see there the limit of 5 per account. Also, what else? Normally, you guys, there's an incentive trip that is announced right here in the spring, and there's usually, which is all based around enrollments, but they've pushed it back because we still haven't even had the incentive trip for last year because of COVID and had to keep pushing things back. They're actually pushing back the next incentive trip. So I know some of you guys wait for that because it's really exciting. That's not going to be starting until after June. So they will, like, it won't even starting in June. They'll make announcements about it in June. So don't be concerned with that. Usually it lines up right with Diamond Club and launches at the same time. But that's going to be a different schedule this year. Okay, and then convention. So I mean, I would love to see in the chat how many of you guys are planning to go to convention.
Don't give
or
it
if
to
you
me
know
now.
what convention is. Convention is in September. It is our big annual event. I've never missed one, and this last year was the first time they didn't have it, and it was wild. But Karina's been to a couple. She said she's coming. You brought baby? No, you were pie. Yeah, it's in Utah. It's in Salt Lake City. This year will be virtual and in person. It was completely virtual last year, obviously. The year before, I don't even think they normally offer it virtually. It's a huge production. There's about 35,000 people who go. My first one I went, there was 18,000 people. And they just go over the top. Like, it is an experience. It is so much fun. So much education, so much experiential things. Like, they set up a whole expo. So whatever the new oils are and the new things that they're educating about, they are just like, it's an experience. Like, the kids collection launch, they set up a whole, like, a playground and like these blocks and like these human-sized blocks and all this stuff. When they did something with Deep Blue, I think it was the Polyphenol Complex, they had like a ball, you know, like the McDonald's, the ball pool where it's like the plastic balls that you can like dive into. They had a huge pool full of blue, those plastic ones where you can like actually you sink under them, like, and you could go play in the pool. There was when Magnolia launched, they had these giant towers that were covered in magnolia and like an archway, and you can walk through, and they had diffusers in it diffusing magnolia oil, so you could like walk through these things. Like, I don't know, the Serenity one, they had a whole room when Serenity was formulated. They had a whole room that was like called the Serenity Room, and those they're not hammocks, they're those things like the beach bed, you know, where you like go like this and you fill it with air and you close it and it makes those 2 air things and you like lay on it, those airbed things. And so they had a room full of that with like Serenity going. It is, their events team is out of control. And it's really fun because a lot of us go. We've probably had as many as like 30 people go and just get to be there, and it's so fun. And then all the vendors set up and everything, so it's a whole experience. The deep blue confetti block, yeah. Yeah, so that is going to be September. It's going to be smaller than previous years, and so just have it on your radar. There will be more information coming out about it soon. And then a couple other things is that there is the Empowered Success trainings are happening every first Monday of the month. So the next one is going to be April 5th at 7 p.m. I'm going to be sharing the link to register. Once you're registered, they will actually send you reminders and everything for each month. But these are really great courses that are happening, and it's once a month. If you're registered, they'll actually send you the recording as well. The recordings only stay up for a week though, so you want to get on that. And then speaking of recordings, for those of you guys who attended leadership or the Saturday event that was after leadership, the Pathway to Silver, because of BOGO week, they are extending the viewing period was supposed to end this past Sunday. And so many of us begged to please extend it because we were busy with BOGO week and not getting to watch all the different leadership segments. So they extended it until Sunday, April 4th till end of day. So if you have a leadership retreat registration, or if you got a link through your Silver and Above leader and registered through it that way, you still have time to watch. There are breakout sessions. There are, the breakouts by rank, and then also a bunch of other breakout sessions on a whole bunch of different topics. So there's lots and lots and lots of stuff in there. Does anybody who's on this call not have access to leadership retreat and need it? Sarah, it's 7 p.m. Mountain, the Empowered Success trainings. Yeah, it's like an afternoon time thing. So it's about 3 p.m. for us on Hawaii time. Those trainings are free. They're once a month, and they're free trainings by top leaders in the company. They're really great. Now there is another training. I'm not going to go into it right now because it's 7:30. But next week we're going to talk about the new business building certification. It's an online course that goes along with the BBG, Business Building Guide. So if you don't already have a business building guide, I meant to have mine right here. Is it right here? So I can show you guys. It's right here. So it's $10. It looks like this, spiral bound. It's a lot of pages. But it's more like a reference book, and there's different topics and everything in here, but it's basically everything you need for your business. And so they've built a certification course around going through this guide, and it's free. So we'll be going into that next week, but it's 7:30, and I want you guys to all have a good night, and we will connect again next week, and we'll go through this, but we'll also get back to sort of a more normal team call format with celebrations and with product education and different things. But tonight I just had so many updates I wanted to make sure to get out to you guys. So if you did leadership retreat, if you registered for it and got the swag, then you got one of these in there. Otherwise, just add it to your LRP order. It's $10 and get one of these. Okay, you guys, have a good night, and I'll see you next week. Okay, aloha.